Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are back again for another show, of course. This time we are back with the prediction show. I do realise, obviously, it has been a few weeks since I did my last prediction show. Things got in the way. Obviously, I had a break from YouTube, and then obviously it's just been so busy the last few weeks, to be fair, so I haven't actually had a chance to do it. But my plan is to consistently do this from now until the end of the season. I know there's not long to go now for the end of the season. Obviously, we've got into April, all through April, start of May. So we have got plenty of game weeks to cover still, though, at least. 5 or 6 games for sure. But it is what it is. But yeah, welcome back. And we are obviously going to be taking you through the Good Friday fixtures. We won't be bothering doing with the Easter Monday. It's just going to be too long, the stream. So obviously, we're just going to focus on the Good Friday fixtures. Obviously, maybe touch upon a few of the Easter Monday games if we want to do whatever. But that's that. We'll see how we are for time, because there will be another show at 7 o'clock on DJ Sinclairo's channel. I will be appearing on his channel, so go and subscribe to him. And yeah, we're looking forward to that at 7 o'clock. But let's just get into the chat. Hello to Ollie. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well, mate. And thank you for coming in. And George is in. Hello there, mate. Good evening. I hope you're doing well too. And yeah, we have obviously got some interesting fixtures on Good Friday for sure. And our guest will be joining us very shortly, but he's having a few issues. Of course, my guest is going to be Orest from Orest Talks Football. Such a fantastic guy, like I say, I call him a brother, a really good friend to me, to be fair. And I'm really lucky to obviously meet him on YouTube and really be part of his community, as well as he knows he's part of mine. But yeah, now if we do have a few more technical issues, I don't know if Ollie, you may be free. I know I said that I wasn't going to get more than one guest on, but I think Orest should be back in a moment anyway. But Ollie, Orest, you're back. Yeah, he's back now. A few issues with it. The technical issues, they happen, don't they? But as I was saying, obviously, I'm not alone. Hopefully, just wait till his camera comes. But anyway, yeah, he's back. So we're gonna get him on now. Obviously, you know him. You know who he is. Obviously, Orest from Orest Talks Football. Great, like I said, brilliant guy, brilliant friend, brilliant brother. Whatever you want to call it, he's just a legend. Trust me. I really appreciate him coming on tonight to do some predictions with me. It's going to be a really good show. But yeah, welcome. How are you doing?
Big up, Ryan. Big up, man. Big up. Put me on.
Big up.
Make sure you guys smash those likes.
Yeah. Like I said, smash the likes and subscribe. I've gone up 1 subscribers today, so I'm actually 12 away from 300. So look, we're getting closer, and I just can't believe it, but it is what it is. But anyway, let's get into the show. Obviously, first game of this Easter weekend beginning. It is, of course, the 12:30 kickoff at Millwall taking on Luton Town, of course. The Millwall in 5th place. The form guide from them, obviously, 1-2, lost 2, drawn 1. And they're coming up against Luton, who are in 4th, just above them. Obviously, Luton's form 1-4, drawn 1, so they're in very good form. For me, it's so close, this game. I mean, obviously, it isn't Millwall, so I think it's going to be a tricky one for Luton. But I still think they're going to pick up something here. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think there'll be plenty of goals in it, because both teams do score. But I think it's going to be 2-2. I mean, Orest, what do you think about this game? I mean, is it going to be a draw? Are you backing a team to... and he has frozen. Technical issues again. But yeah, as I say, anybody that is watching, by the way, get your score predictions in for each games that we go through as well. Yeah, we're having a few technical issues here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to see if Ollie can come on. Ollie, if you're still on, you can join us if you wish. And George has gone Luton to win 2-0. Interesting. So you've backed the away side to get the victory. Welcome back. It's all right. But yeah, which way are you going with this game? Millwall Luton. It's going to be a tough one to call.
It's going to be a tough one because Millwall, obviously, they drew 0-0 against West Brom, so they need to win this game. Millwall, obviously, Huddersfield beat them as well last weekend. So
yeah, we did.
Millwall, I'm going to say 1-1. You know, I think it's going to be a draw 1-1.
Yeah, so you've gone for a draw as well, absolutely. And John has gone for a draw too. We're all going for, well, 3 of us have gone for draws here. So 1-1 as well. He's agreed with Orest there as well. Big up to H. H talks Chelsea. Big up to you, mate. Like I say, you're a great, you know, see a new YouTuber. So go and subscribe if you haven't already. A Chelsea fan, of course. And he's just started his channel up, so he's doing some reviews and match previews of the Chelsea games. So big up to you for coming in, and like I say, I need to go and watch your video. Actually, obviously your Chelsea v Liverpool review reaction video. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get to the next game. So this is another lunchtime game, but this kicks off at 1 o'clock, and we have got Rotherham United taking on West Bromwich Albion. As we know, Rotherham are one of our relegation rivals. They do sit in 20th place with 41 points. Their form has been very poor. They've dropped off a lot. Lately, obviously winning 1, lost 2, drawn 2. So very mixed bag, really. Obviously West Brom 9th, 56 points. They're 5 points off the playoffs, so they've still got a slim chance of getting in the playoffs. 20 games left. Their form guide going to this 1-2, lost 1, drawn 2. For me, I think West Brom are going to nick this. You know, I really do. I think it's not. I think it's going to be 1-0 to West Brom. Yeah, I do. I've just got a sneaky feeling it's not going to be the best end, but yeah, I do think West Brom will win. Orest, what do you think the score's going to be for this one?
I think West Brom. I think they're going to win 2-1. Obviously, with Rotherham, they're not. They're bottom. Like I think they're 19th in the league. So West Brom.
Yeah.
And West Brom when they get the win 2-1.
Yeah, absolutely, and that will of course favour us. We need to keep slipping up above us so we can get some points on them. But yeah, and good evening to you, Ben. Good evening to you, Ben. Big up. It's going all right, thank you. We're doing all right here. We're just going through some predictions, as I say. So this is great. Kind of show this. Definitely. H, yeah, big up to you, mate. Big up. And George says 3-1 to West Brom. Interesting. Yes, you've gone for a West Brom win as well. We've all gone for West Brom wins. He also says big up Orest and Brian. Yeah, big up to you, Ben. Big up. And
big up, Ben.
And 3-0 West Brom. He's gone. Ooh, interesting. And John has gone for a 1-1 draw. West Brom away form is utterly terrible, so yeah, he's gone for a draw there. And yeah, like I say, Orest, smash the likes. Like I say, do smash the likes, and if you are new, subscribe as well. Like I say, let's get to 300 very, very soon. It would mean a lot to me, honestly, if we can get this. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna move on to the next game, which is another intriguing match between Blackburn Rovers and Norwich. Obviously, Blackburn's 6 at the moment with 61 points. Obviously, the final place. The form guide, they've won 2, lost 3. It's a very mixed bag here. And Norwich 7th, so they're chasing them down. 57 points they've got, so 4-point gap here. So they really do need to be winning this one actually to make some ground. They've won 1, lost 2, drawn 2. Yeah, for me, Blackburn have been really faltering lately, and every time I've seen them, I think to myself, how on earth are they up there? Because they've looked terrible whenever I've seen them play. I don't know how they've managed to get up there, but they are up there, so fair play to them. But to me, I don't know how they are. But anyway, for me, I'm going to back Norwich to win this, actually. I'm going to go 2-1 to Norwich. I think Blackburn will score, but Norwich will just pick this one. I mean, Orest, what are you thinking with this one?
It's going to be an interesting game. Blackburn need to win this. I'm gonna back Blackburn. Say 3-1 Blackburn.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're going for a Blackburn win. Like I said, people get your scores in the chat as well as we go along. Yeah. So yeah, next up. Oh yeah, we're gonna 1-0 Norwich. George has gone as it's a Norwich win for George. Nice one. And John's gone a 2-0 Blackburn. They pick their points up at home, and Norwich aren't the best at the moment. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I can understand. Obviously, they are at home, so I can understand that point of view as well. So yeah, thank you for that. Next up, of course, we have got a clash at the bottom of the table. This is huge because honestly, I think I favour a draw here. To be honest, here that would do us. A draw would do us. But anyway, Blackpool, of course, we know where they are. 23rd place, 35 points. Their form has been terrible lately. To be fair, obviously they've won 1, lost 3, and drawn 1. And Cardiff's form isn't that much better either. It's the exact same actually. 1-1, lost 3, and drawn 1. Yeah, 2 struggling sides. I can't split these two, I'm afraid. I think they'll both score, but I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw for me.
Exactly agree. I was about to say 1-1. I agree. 1-1 draw, and I think that'll be so good for Huddersfield. I think the fans, it will be. I think 1-1 draw. It will be good for Huddersfield. Really good. So I'm gonna go with 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely. And George has gone for a 0-0 ball draw. I mean, I won't put it past it to be a 0-0 ball draw, to be fair, George. So I understand that point of view too. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be the best game, obviously. But yeah. Like I said, keep your score predictions coming, everyone, and obviously we can read them out. Big up to you, Uncle Rods. Big up. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, thank you, mate. We are having a good show so far. And yeah, big up to you. 0-0. John's gone as well, but wouldn't be surprised to see Cardiff nick it. I mean, I hope you're wrong with the Cardiff nicking it because honestly, I don't want Cardiff to win. Even though there is plenty of other teams to hunt down as well now, obviously with Reading's point deduction, of course, put them right in the mix now. So yeah, gosh, that is a good thing for us, definitely. But yeah, next up, obviously QPR taking on Preston. Obviously QPR 19th at the moment, 42 points. Another team that we are on the radar, of course, only 3 points behind them now. And QPR are in terrible form. The last 5, they've won 1, lost 4. They've lost 3 on the bounce here coming into this game. It's not looking good for them, really, to be honest with you. Gareth Haynes was really struggling at QPR, actually, and a lot of people are already on his back. I think he probably regrets moving from Wickham now, to be honest with you, even if he did get a big pay rise going to QPR, but it's not going well for him there. Preston, obviously, 10th place, 56 points. Obviously, their form, they've won 3, lost 1, drawn 1. For me, I can't see anything other than a Preston win. So I have to go for a 2-0 Preston, and QPR's form will continue to worsen for me. What about you, Orest?
For me, 2-1 Preston. Obviously QPR, they've been shocking form, man. As you said, 4 losses and 1 win. That is shocking. For me, is another loss for QPR.
Yeah, another loss, and hopefully
that'll be good for Huddersfield as well. If QPR lose, it'll be very good for you guys.
Yeah, we just need the other teams to stick with us as well. So yeah, if they lose, then yeah, that'll be good for us, definitely. Macca's in the house. Yes, Ryan. Yes, good evening to you. You've gone for a Blackpool win, 2-1. Interesting. I mean, they are at home, to be fair, so I can understand it. But for me, I just can't see it. Like I said, I think it's going to be a draw. 3-0 Preston, you've gone, George. Fair enough. Yeah. QPR 1-0. They've got to win sometime. I mean, they have, but hopefully it doesn't come in this game. They just keep losing a few more before they start maybe picking up a win in the next few. But yeah, big up to Maka that's coming, of course. Great channel as well on there. Great vlogs, Huddersfield vlogs, brilliant stuff. But yeah, next up, gosh, we are flying through these. Reading versus Birmingham. Of course, Reading, it was confirmed yesterday that Reading had their points deduction 6 points. To be honest with you, I was expecting it before this day. And I was thinking to myself, maybe they'll get away with this, But obviously, it was confirmed yesterday because I did expect it to be on either Friday last week or Saturday. But obviously, yeah, it came yesterday. So yeah, they're now right in it. They're in, they're with 40 points and they've gone. Let me just have a look at the table quickly because I've actually done the old. Oh gosh, I've actually put them on the old points tally before they got points. I must have done these notes yesterday. Yeah, they're 20th now, Reading, with 40 points, so 1 point above the dotted line, and really are in the mix now for sure. They're in serious danger because their form has been shocking lately as well. Their form, drawn 2, lost 3. Birmingham obviously 16, 48 points. 1 free drawn, 1 lost 1. Birmingham are going into this game on the back of 2 wins on the bounce. So for me, Reading's form is just going to continue for me. Maybe I'm being more hopeful than anything, but I just can't see them winning this game. I think Birmingham will just nick it 1-0, but it won't be the best of games.
For me, I agree, man. I agree. I mean, it's Reading 6 points deduction. I mean, honestly, their situation it keeps getting worse and worse. So, yeah, obviously with points, yeah. I agree, 1-0. I agree with you.
Yeah, fair enough. So both gone for Birmingham wins, and Paulins is really under pressure there. I don't really see him lasting much longer, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, so I mean, yeah, it's one of those unfortunate situations for him. Mac has gone Preston 2-0 against QPR. Yes, I mean you've gone for the same scoring as me. And Birmingham to win 2-0, George says. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, fair enough. And Mac has gone for a 3-1 Birmingham. Yeah, interesting. I mean, everyone's going for Birmingham, of course. And John has to be the party pooper, of course. He goes for a 2-1 Reading. Got a feeling... Oh, he's a Birmingham fan as well, of course. John is. So, yeah, you've got a feeling they'll be on the beach. Yeah, I mean, there is some kind of scenario that can happen sometimes, can't it? But I just think you'll have too much for them, to be honest with you. But yeah, not feeling optimistic, John, at all. But yeah, most of us back in Birmingham there. Next game, of course, we've got Sheffield United taking on Wigan. Obviously, Sheffield United in second place, 73 points. Obviously, they've won 3, lost 2 of the last 5. And Wigan obviously sitting at the bottom of the table. Obviously, another team that's had a points deduction, but obviously they're on 34 points. They're 4-1, drawn 2, lost 2. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a difficult game for Wigan. Obviously, Bramall Lane's a really strong place to go. A really difficult place to go, should I say, sorry. And Sheffield United are really strong at home. For me, I think this is going to be a high score, but unfortunately, Wigan are going to be on the end of a high scoring game. So for me, I'm going to go 4-0 to Sheffield United. I can't see anything else other than Sheffield United blitzing really. What about you, Orest?
Yeah, I'm going to go high score 3-2 Sheffield United, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, high score, man. But this is the championship for you, man. Championship,
Yeah.
high scoring goals. And for me, championship, man, is a very, very good league. People say, oh, it's this and that, but no. It's a very, very good league. So, for me, Sheffield United 3, Wigan 2.
Interesting. I like it. But yeah, Sheffield United 2, Wigan 0. Maka says, yeah. 2-0 Sheffield United. John says it'll be a closer game than many think. I mean, I've kind of gone for it the other way, but yeah. George says 2-1 to the Blades, home victory. Yeah, indeed. So most of us backing Sheffield United to win that one anyway. But yeah, who knows what will happen? You just never know in this league. Stoke taking on Bristol next. I mean, yeah, this game, you know, obviously Stoke sitting in 13th place with 51 points. The form, obviously, they've won 3, drawn 2. Stoke. Bristol, obviously, just behind them on 49 points in 14th place. They've won 1, drawn 2, lost 2. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm going to say a home win. I'm going to go Stoke win just because they're at home. And I think they're just going to nick this one 2-1, personally. I think they'll just have the edge at home.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 1-0 Stoke. I think they'll get the win, clean sheet. I think they'll get the job done. And yeah, that's what I think.
yeah. And John's gone for a 3-0 Stoke. They're on fire at the moment. I mean, yeah, you are right, aren't you, John? But yeah, 3-0, yeah, interesting. And Macca's gone for a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I mean, that's a good shout as well, to be fair. 2 teams very close. It may just be a stalemate there. And George has gone for a 2-2 entertaining draw as well. So, yeah, a few draws. A few, obviously, Stoke win, and we've gone for a Stoke wins, and most of us gone for a Stoke win anyway. So yeah. Next up, it is of course Swansea taking on Coventry. Obviously, Swansea are 15th at the moment, 49 points. They've won 2, lost 3. They've won the last 2 though, so the last the 2 wins have come in the last 2 games. Including one against one of their thesis rivals, Cardiff. Let me send you a present, Swansea Football Club, in the post. But anyway, obviously Coventry 57 points. They're 8th in the table at the moment. So again, another team that are looking to try and get in them playoffs or sneaking them. Obviously Coventry 1-2, drawn 2, and lost 1. So tight this. For me, I'm just gonna be bold. I'm gonna go for a home win. I'm gonna go Swansea 3, Coventry 2. I think that this will be a high-scoring game, but I just think that Swansea at home on the back of 2 wins as well, obviously including a win against their fiercest rivals, they'll have a lot of confidence, and I just think they'll just nick it really. I mean, what about you, Orest?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2-0 Swansea win as well. Obviously, you said before they got the last 2 games, last 2 wins, so I think this will give them a boost. I think they'll win. It's 2-0 for me.
Yeah. Yeah. There we are. The comments were being a bit funny there. 3-0 Swansea. George has gone. 2-1 Coventry. Expect the reaction to that Stoke result from Coventry. Yeah. And Coventry 1-0 winners. I think they'll bounce back from that 4-0 defeat. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of those. Next game, of course. Yeah, it is time for our game. I mean, Watford taking on Huddersfield. Of course, Watford in 11th place, 55 points. Their form going into this one, obviously they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 2. Obviously we're at 22nd at the moment, 39 points. Form 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. This is going to be an interesting game. Watford have really dropped off, really, as of late, to be honest with you. They were in the playoffs, if you remember, quite a number of weeks back. They've really dropped off. And we have got momentum. We have. It's going to be a tough game, though, away from home, of course. But I have to be confident here because we are on the back of back-to-back wins. And even though I'm being very complacent and I don't want to. I'm not. We know next 2 games we could be adrift again. So I'm really not getting carried away with the last 2 wins. We have to keep this going. But for me, I have to go for a win, and I'm going to go for a clean sheet as well. So 2-0 to us. And yeah, I think Danny Ward will score. And I think Radoni's due. Radoni is doing everything right at the moment, but score. I feel like this potentially may be the game that he gets his goal finally, and he'll deserve it. But yeah, I mean, what are you thinking for this one, Orest?
3-1 Huddersfield. I genuinely think Huddersfield will win this game. And if they do, this will be brilliant win for you guys. But for me, son, I told Ryan before, Huddersfield are staying up. They're staying up. Now the
Yeah.
Huddersfield players, they just need to believe now. They need to have this mentality of, right guys, we need to win this game, give us big boost in the table. So for me, 3-1 Huddersfield, man. 3-1 Huddersfield. I think Danny Ward will get the goal. I think Tony will get the goal, and I think Jonathan Hogg will get the goal as well. So
Against his former club, Watford. Yeah, he's playing for Watford, of course. But yeah, that'll be nice to see him score again. But yeah, nice. We'll take that. 1-1. You've gone from a fair enough. I mean, I'd take a point, to be fair. A point wouldn't be bad, but yeah, I won't compare. Obviously, any point away from home is a good point, really. 1-1, but if the real Watford turn up, this could be 3-0 then. Interesting, John. I mean, we are going into the game in full of confidence. I don't necessarily feel like we'll get beat 3-0 if they turn up, but fair enough. I'll give mine tomorrow on my preview, but I'm saying a town win. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I should really wait till tomorrow for the preview, but anyway, I just thought I'd give my prediction now. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a win. Which, if we do, then it really is going to be looking good for sure. And then we go into the home game on Monday against Blackburn with even more confidence. So when you see the Watford front, I mean, they have got a lot of quality. I understand what you're saying, John. I really do. So yeah, I get what you're saying. They are a very good team. I'm not taking them lightly for sure. But let's just wait and see. Obviously, yeah, my preview is coming tomorrow, obviously, for that game. A bit more in detail about the game, obviously, team lineups, how it goes, and things like that. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. But yeah, next up, second to last game here. So we're nearly at the end of our predictions. Obviously, Sunderland taking on Hull. Sunderland 12th at the moment, 54 points. They've had a very good season, actually, their first season back in the Championship, and they really have held their own, so fair play to Sunderland. And their form going to this, obviously, 1-1, drawn 2, lost 2, so their form isn't the best, if I'm being honest. And they're taking on the Hull side, who are 17th at the moment, 48 points. Hull have 1-1, drawn 3, lost 1 in the last 5. I think for me, obviously, it is at Sunderland. I feel like Sunderland will win this game, to be honest with you. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Sunderland. I just think that they will have too much for them, really. And especially in front of that, obviously, the Stadium of Light, they have such a big following, Sunderland. It seems really impressive, to be fair. So, listen, it's one of those where I just think that Sunderland will win this 2-0. 2-1 Sunderland for me. Yeah, 2-1 for you. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. John's gone 2-1 Sunderland. You've gone for 0-1 Town. Nice one. Healick from a corner. Nice to see him score. At least his back's okay after celebrating with Pearson for that goal. He did end up falling to the ground after that celebration, but he's all right, don't worry. he's made of brick. But yeah, 0-0. You've gone for a 0-0 draw. This will be a boring game. Sunderland to nick it 1-0. Interesting. 1-1. Joseph says, and yeah, like I say, drop a like. Yeah, like I say, please drop a like and subscribe if you are new. Like I say, it'd be good to get to 300 soon. But yeah, I mean, Orest, who do you think will win this, or do you think it'll be a draw? What do you think will happen?
I think it's an interesting one. I'm gonna say 1-1. It'll be 1-1 draw.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, fair enough. And we are at our final game, of course. It is Middlesbrough taking on Burnley. A lot at stake in this game. Obviously, Borough third at the moment, 67 points. Their form, obviously, 1-3 drawn, 1 lost, 1. Burnley are obviously the league leaders, run away with the league this season, really. 84 points. Now, Burnley can be promoted, to the Premier League if Luton fail to beat Millwall. The Clarets will be promoted, so they are going to be up for this for sure. And of course, Middlesbrough will be up for it as well. But obviously, being at home, obviously Burnley, obviously in very good form, as we know. For me, I think that Burnley will actually win this game. I do. I think that if the result does go their way at lunchtime with the Luton Millwall game, I think that they'll really want to finish. Really feel like they'll want to finish, and get promoted. So for me, Middlesbrough 1, Burnley 3 is my score prediction. Really. I mean, Orest, what do you think the result is going to be for this game?
I think it's going to be 2-1 Burnley. I think Burnley will win this game, and I do think they will be promoted. I think Luton will drop points. So yeah, Burnley will be promoted, and they deserve it as well. So Burnley 2-1 for me.
Yeah, they've done very well this season, to be fair, Burnley. So we have to put a lot of respect and credit to them, really. Bouncing back straight away is not easy, especially with the massive overall they've had with players. But the recruitment and everything has been spot on, so fair play to them. Smashing it there. Yeah, almost at 300. That would be, like I say...
Keep subscribing, guys. Keep subscribing to our channel. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even expect to get 100 subscribers, let alone 300. So it's just crazy, guys, honestly. If we can get there, that would be amazing. But yeah. Macca's going for a 2-1 Burnley. Yeah, indeed, agreed. And Joseph's gone for a 3-0 Burnley. Interesting. And John's gone for a 3-2 Burnley, but really tight game. I mean, yeah, that is a good shout, to be fair. A really tight game between two quality sides for sure. And George has gone for a 3-1 Burnley win. So yeah, I mean that is the predictions done for Friday. I mean, we can look at. I'm keen to know your thoughts about us on Easter Monday when they were at home against Blackburn. I mean, do you see us winning that game? Or obviously we're at home, and obviously
Blackburn. If you're at home, I can see you guys winning. I honestly can see you guys winning. But for me, with Huddersfield, I think what you guys want from those two games, I think 4 points would be enough for you guys.
Yeah,
but really, 6 points would be extremely very good. But I think 4 points would be all right. But 6 points for me, that'll be more than all right. So it's all about taking one game by one, and Huddersfield hopefully players turn up and try and get everything for Friday. And Monday is going to be a huge game. So
it is, and like I said, the crowd will be with us again on Monday. The atmosphere, like I said, I go back to it. The atmosphere at our last home game was outstanding. Honestly, I know that, you know, obviously it was a crazy second half, and I think that helped him with the early goal, and obviously really, like, you know, really. But we need to keep that atmosphere, and you know, that will make a massive difference. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, we'll just have to see, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of it, to be fair. Obviously, we've done our predictions. Thank you all for coming in the chat, and Orest, thank you for coming on. Of course, go and subscribe to Orest Talks Football. Make sure you go and subscribe. Brilliant content, and it is great to be a part of that channel and tune in and contribute as I do. But yeah, big up for coming on as always.
No worries, man. I love the show, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you.
Yeah, big up. So yeah, great. Yeah, great. Thank you very much, Maka. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Thank you for coming in the chat. And we'll have to get you on one of these prediction shows soon as well, Maka, if you're up for it. But yeah, great stream, Ryan. See you back to here tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be back live, of course. That's our next video tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the preview to the game. Obviously going into detail. Hopefully Ben will be joining me for that one again. Great guest that I have on here. And have fun, lads. Good luck to Huddersfield this weekend. Yeah, big up to you, John. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, please make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, we are back tomorrow. I'll be on DJ Sinclairo's channel at 7 o'clock. So make sure you go and subscribe to him, and I'll see you there at 7. But if not, we'll see you back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock. You know what time it always is, 6 o'clock. And then we will be going live for a watch along to the England women's game. You have spoken, people. I did do a poll, and actually a lot of people do want to see that watch along. So we'll be doing a watch along tomorrow night to the England women's game, which will be really nice to get to watch the women again and do a watch along as well. But yeah, great stream again. Sorry for no, you don't need to apologise for being late, of course. And of course, Neil Warnock's Barmy, Indeed, the GOAT, the legend. Call him what you want. He's a legend. And if he keeps us up, I'm telling you now, if he keeps us up, build a statue in front of the stadium because he deserves it. And great content. Yeah, big up to you, Maka. But yeah, like I say, see you at 7 on DJ Sinclair's channel. If not, I'll see you back here at 6 o'clock tomorrow for the first of 2 live shows. And yeah, big up Orest for joining. As always, you're welcome on here anytime, you know that. Big up to you. And we'll see you next time. As always, up the town, Neil Warnock's Barmy. Thanks for joining, everyone, and thanks for your support.
Big up, people.
Big up.